Hey guys, Horace here. Today I'm going to show you how to make a Skywars map that looks absolutely wonderful. Let's start with a classic map design. First, we're going to use /up0 to get a placeholder block so we don't have to pillar all the way up. And then we're going to select the entire thing and then we're going to stack it depending on how big your islands are going to be. For example, if you have a island the size of, like, let's say 35, right? So a cylinder that's going to be around 35. The 22 is just the numerical ID to lapis, just so that you understand that command. And then let's just say, like, I don't know, 15, right? That's not going to be a very short distance to go to mid, or it is, just depending on how far you want these to be. So you're gonna have to mess around with that a little bit, but I generally just do 100 and then go from there. And then I'm gonna add a single block to the end of my line, and then I'm going to do /undo because I don't need this line here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to select this and then go back to my center point. And then I'm going to simply do /revolve, and then I'm going to add a number. So for example, if I did revolve 4, then it's going to put a block in each direction. If I undo and do 8, then it's going to double that number, and they're all going to be equidistant from each other. But what I really need is 12 islands, but as you can see, if you keep adding, they might not be equidistant. So make sure that you undo all of them and then do that, and now they're all equidistant from each other. And it's very important that you're standing in the center, because let's just say that you're not standing in the center, and let me jack up the numbers so you can understand what's going on here. It's going to be taking that point and be revolving where my feet are. So for example, if I do revolve 120, you can see now it's coming, now the center of the circle was there, now the center of the circle is there, etc, etc. Now if you're standing in the center and you want like just a nice cylinder, this is actually a really easy way to get that, you know, just as a little added bonus for you all. But we're gonna undo, and we have all of our points ready to go. Okay, now that we have all of our things ready to go, we're going to be using a paste command. So /paste -a. This means we're going to be minusing air so that air doesn't get affected. And then we're going to be pasting this very simple island like shown. If you don't do the paste or the -a at the paste, it's going to affect air and it's going to literally delete your terrain or whatever. That's sometimes fine, but if your copy is too big and you do /paste, then it'll get rid of the points that you're using to even locate where the islands are supposed to be. But let's just go stand on this island right here, and then we're going to paste -a just like that, and that's going to basically perfectly place this, and all of them are going to be completely equidistant from each other. Sometimes you'll get it to where like this point is closer to this point than, like, let's say this point is closer to that point, but it's just, or should I say that point is closer to this point, but so it's a little finicky, and sometimes it's off by a few blocks, but generally speaking, it's as close as you can get it without really like testing every single mathematical possibility. And then we're going to /rotate 90, and then we're going to just do that command again, and then we're going to basically just do that a few times. Now the other way that you could do this is by simply just pasting it around. So let me show you how to do that. Basically, I'm going to select the entire thing. So /1 on one end, and then /2 like that. And then we can see if I put walls on here, you can see basically that I have all of the islands selected. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the very center point, and then I'm going to copy, and then I'm going to rotate 90, and then I'm going to paste -a. Remember to paste -a, otherwise it's going to mess up and it's not going to look pretty. For example, if I just did /rotate 90 and did paste, then it's going to delete some of these blocks. As you can see, it deleted some of the tree, and that's not what you want. So you want to make sure that you're pasting -a. I have a command macro that basically does that for me, so I don't have to type in the command. I also have an undo, which is super duper nice. But yeah, there we go. Now we have all of our islands pasted, and now we can go to pasting the middle island, which is basically just following along the same example. Okay, now we're back, and we're just going to stand in the very middle, and we are going to paste our island. I fell off the stupid block because I'm so good at this. Again, paste -a, and voila, it'll paste whatever you want. Obviously, this is very small, and the islands are very, very, very far from each other. Now, if you wanted to locate yourself some more islands so that you can like have some bridges along that line, what you can do is you can literally just, let's just say like, move like, I don't know, 50 or something like that. It's going to take that block, but then you can come here, copy this, go back to the middle, and then you can do / revolve again, and then you could do like, I don't know, I usually do like 8, right? Like you have one in the corner and then one in the mid, and then you could just paste other islands or other designs here. That way people can kind of leapfrog to the mid island. Again, my mid island is very unfinished and whatnot, but generally speaking, this should give you a good enough idea on how to create your Skywars islands and Skywars maps. There are a few different designs, like you could do it in a line or other things like that, like I showed. But generally speaking, the principles are pretty much always the same. And just like that, you can create your own Skywars maps. If you want to know how to create some actual islands and whatnot, I'll be making a video here soon, so it might be in the description below, so check that out if it is there. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Super simple, super easy. Peace.